Hey, what's up everyone? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's feeling really well. And today I want to shoot this real quick video to talk about market cycles. That's today's topic. Let's dive right in. So the market cycle. What is a market cycle? This is real estate market cycles. There's always a top and there's always a bottom in the real estate cycles. Usually the real estate cycle goes like this, and it always happens, like in 2008 when it hit the bottom. So basically, typically with the market cycle, it usually happens anywhere from 8 to 12 years. Typically, usually when it happens. Now, give or take, we've been in the longest cycle have we been thus far. So we're ready for another bottom hit. So basically in 2008, right here, this is 2008. 2008, when the market crashed, lenders was giving loans out to individuals that couldn't afford houses, didn't have good credit. So what happened was, by them accumulating all that lending, all that debt to people, the market burst. So it went down to the bottom. So from 2008, right, we came maybe to right here, which will be maybe in 2010, the market started to recover a little bit. You started seeing some changes, you started seeing some increase in rents, so you started to see some progress in the market. So at this point right here, let's say 2014, right here, this is when individuals came into the market. You'll start seeing stuff getting built, you'll start seeing new apartment buildings, etc. That's what happens. So when you get right here to maybe 2017, that's when you still see people building stuff. You still see stuff in the market shifting, and okay, everybody's thinking it's great, right? So this is what happens. We get here at the top, which will be 2019. 2019, people are still building. Cap rates are compressed in multifamily. This is when you know we're at the top of the market. Right now, in today's market, in 2019, we're at the top right now. Now, I don't know when we're going to go down, but I guarantee you it will be sometime, because what must goes up must come down. So in the market right now, when you start to notice cap rates, prices of properties are selling quickly, or people are overpaying for properties, overpaying for apartment buildings, you'll start to notice, like, okay, what's going on right now? That will be an indicator, like, okay, we're actually at the top of the market, because people are paying too much for properties. That's the reason why you have to be careful if you're dealing with multifamily, or if you're dealing with commercial real estate. You want to be careful at this top. You want to be able to buy that property right. Because if you buy it wrong at the top, and we go to a downturn, you're going to lose your butt on that. So you want to make sure that you buy right and you finance right. Typically, in the top of the market, if you can get a great opportunity with some good value add, put long-term debt towards it. Do long-term debt, because if we do have a turn, you got that long-term debt in there. Meaning, if you can go into a market where the finance perspective, if you could get about a 5% interest rate or a 4.5% interest rate, and you could do like a fixed rate for like 10 years, that's long-term debt. So if the market does shift down, you still will be able to recover. Because when people are paying too much for properties, and they're buying them at low cap rates, and if the interest rates go up, and they buy them at like a 4 cap or 4.5 cap, and if the interest rates go up when we hit the bottom, they're not going to be able to refinance it. They're going to have to try to sell it, or they'll lose the point. So that's really the key, because you want to be able to buy this right at the top. And right now, like I was mentioning, we are at the top of the market, and things will change eventually. It won't always stay the same. There's people out there right now that are saying, the market's doing good, things are going to remain the same. Things are not going to remain the same. It's going to change, and we're going to hit this bottom peak. And this is the time where you really start to see growth in these areas. Like, you can start buying properties cheap. You can get them for 50, 40 cents on the dollar. And you can hold on to these properties when you're at the bottom. Hold on to them for cash flow. And then once the market goes back up, start to peak again, you start to notice people come in and start to build. You start to notice that there's a lot of other investors want to get involved. You start to notice, like, yes, the market is doing very well. Then you can sell it at high price, but you hold on to it at this point right here. At this point, you hold on to it for cash flow, and you hold on to it and you let that wave ride until it goes all the way back up to the top, and then you sell it for top dollar. And that's how a lot of the wealthy people get wealthy in the bottom market. A lot of people don't get wealthy in the top. Anybody can sell real estate, buy apartment buildings, and etc. at the top of the market, but can you do that at the bottom of the market? Can you get investors involved in the bottom of the market? And that's where you start to create the great long-term wealth. So I hope that this helps right here. But remember, keep in mind, when you get involved in real estate is a cycle. You know, you're going to have a lot of years where it's good. You're going to have some years where it's going to tank down. But that's just part of the game. And when you can get in at these points, just make sure you buy right. If you're at the top of the market, make sure you buy right and you finance right. And when you go down at the bottom, make sure you buy and hold for cash flow. So that's all I have today. And like I say, and I can always remember, keep subscribing to my YouTube channel and go to my website. Check my website. It'll be in the description below. And we can discuss further more about real estate and how we can create passive wealth for you and your family. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.